Hey everybody, I'm sitting here with my very good friend, often collaborator, and just really, really incredible artist, singer, songwriter, Lauren Dyson from the UK. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell, mate.
Bloody hell. And we are going to do 5 questions with Lauren Dyson. Hey Lauren.
Hey.
There you go. She's very talkative, as you could tell. Here we go. We're going to ask her 5 questions that I'm really interested to knowing the answer on. So the first question is, how do you walk the line between being an artist writing for someone else or writing for yourself?
This was really hard for me in the beginning because I thought I had to be 2 different people. So I thought I had to kind of separate those 2 things. But I kind of over time realized that the artist is the writer and the writer is the artist. So as long as you can detach yourself emotionally enough to know that a song is not for you, you can still put yourself into it. So I pretty much am the artist and the songwriter at all times.
That's some Matrix type shit.
Yeah.
The artist is the writer and the writer is the artist.
And once you realize that they're not fighting each other, you can live peacefully and yeah, that's kind of it took me many years to get to that point.
Speaking of many years, what made you move to LA?
I've been going back and forth doing writing sessions for like 4 or 5 years. I was living in Sweden at the time, and I felt a calling to come here specifically for my artist career. I met a production team who really believed in me, and I kind of felt it was now or never to really pursue the artist side of me. So yeah, that kind of brought me here.
Love that.
Yeah.
Do you like writing to pre-existing tracks or starting from scratch?
Honestly, I prefer starting from scratch because when I write a song, I hear everything in my head, production, melody. I'm very specific about what I want. But I also, if a track is great and I have an instant vibe with it, I love that too. But primarily writing from scratch is my jam. Yeah.
If you were to work, probably like all of us, 18 hours a day on music stuff, what percentage of that time is sort of dedicated to your artist stuff, and what percentage of that time is dedicated to writing? Or your writer stuff?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'd say I'm at a 50-50. I'm at, sessions in the day. Some of them are for me, some of them for other people. And any spare time that I have is focused on the artist career, social media, shoots, video shoots, everything like that.
Wow, that was a very good segue. It's almost like you knew the next question.
I'm a psychic.
How important is social media?
Unfortunately, it's very important and is becoming ever more important. I don't think it's the basis for a career, but it's very important because it's the best way to connect with fans. Like, that's the important part. Like, being insta famous is great, but if you don't have something to sell, do you know what I mean? Like, it's about artists and fan interaction. That's why I want to build social media.
This is a little bit of sort of like a part B to the question. Sometimes as an artist, do you feel silly being sort of having to be sort of self-promoting? Is that part of the thing that makes it a little bit weird to you?
For me, I don't like to share too much just because I've just never been that person. I share with my friends and family, so that is the difficult part for me, is having to show literally, this is me brushing my teeth, this is what I do. Like, people want to know because they can be in your world so easily. They're in your pocket.
British people brush their teeth despite what people might think.
Exactly, yeah, our teeth are... Never mind. No cursing.
You can fuck whatever.
Fuck it, yeah.
And we're going to ask one more bonus question because this is like a total left turn. How does one go about winning a Japanese Grammy?
That's a good question. I wrote a song, the first song I ever wrote actually, with a guy called Jürgen Elofsson in Sweden.
By the way, tell people what Jürgen's written. He's written a couple things here and there, right?
Yeah, he's done things for Britney Spears. He wrote A Moment Like This, I believe. Yeah. He wrote What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger, Kelly Clarkson. He's
also basically Max Martin's mentor. One of Max Martin's mentors.
Right. He's an incredible guy. But we wrote this crazy, Korean sounding pop song, and it was my first ever cut, got me my first publishing deal, sold millions of physical copies, and ended up being, a Japanese Grammy. Which is kind of cool, I feel.
I think it's really cool. That's how you win a Japanese Grammy.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you so much, Lauren. We appreciate you taking the time here with Midio.com. And by the way, she's on Midio. She's a real Midio user.
I'm real. I exist.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.